years, we tend to be left out from the main conversation, whether it's about the national development goals, whether it's about just a general conversation about the country's economy, or about trade agreements, or, so we, for the longest time, been seen as just artists, who just, they do that because it's their passion, that's it. They would, like, we had no relevance to economy whatsoever. Then we got angry, obviously, because with that realization, and then a few years later we realized, wait a minute, it just so happened that a lot of people had no idea how potentially we could contribute to the economy, or how useful we are, sometimes even more useful than any other industries. So we thought, it would be a great idea. We teamed up with a partner, some of them are still here this evening, to collect the information about ourselves. Who are we? Where can we be found? What can we do, or what have we been doing? And most importantly, potentially, how can we contribute to the socio-economic development?
What do you value? Do you value fashion? Do you value architecture? Do you value photography? Do you value music? And if you value those things, if your answer is yes, I have to see you advocating for those things on a daily basis. It's not my responsibility. You can't shift it. We have to share the responsibility. And so this is a huge achievement in an environment where we know that good seeds don't grow in bad soil. These are seeds that can grow in good soil. What's your contribution is what I want to leave. And as the Art Council, we've made ours, and there's only so much we can make from $3.3 million in 1 year. We have over 125 students on bursary that are studying to become the feeders, the soil, the source of the arts. We sponsor over 10 partnerships to the tune of over $5 million in the last 3 years.
This is the most needed thing ever. Jonathan Sand talked about activism. We have now got a whole team of activists in one book, and it's magnificent.
It's a joint responsibility to make sure that we grow this industry, and it is time to fuel it.
Nice to see familiar faces, but also I've made some contacts with some creatives, and it's great. This list is amazing, and I'll definitely be going through it whenever we need freelancers or someone to collaborate with.
It's the one-stop shop. If I need anything, and if I need anything that has to do with the creative industry, for me, it's a blessing, and it's a start. And if you think about it, if Namibia is taking off in this shape, what else can come in the next 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, so basically the website is a new extension of the Creative Industry Guide, where we actually makes it possible to people that doesn't have the guide, that can go onto the website and search a service that they would like within the creative industry. So that can be architecture, graphic design, musicians, dancers, you name it. So even creative institutions. So basically they can find it at creativeindustry.com.
My dad is never coming back home. I miss him every day. I just be stuck in my zone, down in my feelings. I'm spilling tears every time I'm alone. Can't even see if I can feel the ceilings just coming in close. Tell me why you had to take my father's life. Tell me why you have to drink before you drive. Tell me why I gotta live with all this fight. I don't really wanna hate you, just looking for answers. Why? Tell me why you had to take my father's life. Tell me why you have to drink before you drive. Tell me why I gotta live with all this fight. I don't really wanna hate you, just looking for answers. Why? Tell me why.